Hey everyone, it's Linda with What's Linda Cooking. Today, we're cutting up a chicken. This was on sale for $1.97 at Shaw's. So we're gonna cut it up because I can feed more meal. Well, I can feed a lot with a roasted chicken, but I don't want roasted chicken. I want the parts. So we're gonna kind of cut it up because it's really easy to do. And, we just see. So we have, we have wings, we have legs. I always like to start with the legs first. And I just cut this. And then I kind of do that. Kind of pops out the joint right there. And I have two knives. I have this knife, which is a utility knife. And I also have my chef's knife here. And so we're going to just take that. It's one of the legs. Very easy. And then I'm going to turn it this way for just this. Cut through this. Boom, boom. Pop that one. Boom, there's the joint. And now we're just going to, running away a little bit. Pop that. There it is right there. Let me do it this way. I haven't actually cut a chicken in a long time, so I'm a little rusty with it. So it's going to take me a little bit longer than what I normally would take me to cut up a chicken. So we've got the second leg right here. Well, let's get that out. And we're going to cut these too. But I'm just kind of taking this off first. Just, boom, two legs. Now I'm going to take the wing because actually I'm going to eat the wings tonight. And the wings are usually my hardest part to get off. So I'm just going to kind of cut in here. And I always have a hard time finding this kind of bone right here. So I'm just going to kind of, and if I can't, I'm going to take my bigger knife. But I should be able to feel where that is. And of course I can't. So let's do it this way. Right along there. And then if I need my bigger knife, I will do it. I will use it if I need it. But I'd rather get the joint, which is right there. And this should make you feel really good because I've done this several times. And like I said, I always have a hard time with the wings for some reason. So take that off. And I'm going to cut these up too. So let's see if I can do a better job on this one. Okay? So let's see. Maybe do it this way. Oh, look at that one. That one's a little better. There we go. So we got wings. And I'm going to make those into drumettes. So now we have the breast. And I'm just going to, you have the breastbone here. So I'm going to, on one side, and I'm going to take my bigger knife here. And we're just going to kind of cut this just like that. And I'm going to I actually want that tenderloin kind of all on its own because I'm going to do maybe some chicken nugget type things. Not chicken nugget, but chicken tenderloins. So I'm going to take that away. So that's the tenderloin. And I'm going to just kind of try to get this as close as I can. If there's some meat left on this, I'm kind of okay with it because I'm going to be making a chicken stock and that's going to flavor the chicken stock. So it's okay if I leave a little bit of the meat on. So again, I'm just going to cut down here and I'm going to take that tenderloin. Is going to be something else. So we're going to take this tenderloin off right there. And that's going to be for my chicken tender. So I got a little piece right here. Take that in there. And then we're just going to go along here and take that. Okay. So we've got this. Now this is going to end up, there's a lot of meat on here. So I can take it off if I want, but I'm going to save it for my chicken soup and my chicken stock because I'm going to trim this and use it for a soup or a stew or whatever. And so now I'm going to cut these away. I'm going to take that ball right there, just kind of go like that. And then I'm going to take, you all know I have that thing of wing tips in the in the freezer. All my wing tips. These are going to go in the freezer. So we've got drumette. Right there. Boom. I'm going to do this right here. There we go. Drumettes. Those are going to be for tonight's. These are going to be maybe tomorrow for lunch. Now we're going to take this. Now I can see right here there's a ball, and then there's a fat line right here. So I'm going to try right there. See if it's going to go through. And it does. There's the thigh. There's the leg. Let's go over here. And we're going to try to figure that out. There's that line again. And that one went easier. Just following that line. So here we go. We've got 2 drumsticks, 2 thighs, 2 tenderloins, 2 wings that I'm going to eat tonight, and then 2 boneless breasts. Now, this skin, I'm actually going to render down for fat because that, what is it called? Schmaltz, whatever it's called. It's really good to cook and stuff like that, and it keeps really well in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna cook that down into like crispy bits, and it's gonna render all the fat, and I'm gonna use that in the stock. So what was that? About 7 minutes of cutting down a pot of chicken. That's it, and we're gonna get numerous meals from this, and they're all set. And 97 cents a pound, cost me $6 for that. And I've got breast, wings, tenderloins, and thighs. And then the soup stock. So this is Linda. Have you ever done this? Post it below. And you can tell me what you think of me cutting these. That's okay. You know, the wing gave me a little bit of problems, but that's okay. But this is how I cut my food bill. I get the chickens like this, and I'm able to cut them up or roast them whole and use them. That's what it's all about. Hey, so this is Linda with What's Linda Cooking. Bye for now. And I gotta wash my hands before I shut off the camera.